telling you, that dog has a hell of a nose. Where he went, there he goes. He's on the scent of something. Where's it? Where's it? Where's it? Deuce, where's it? Where's it? Get it. Get it. Wow, he's working something. I haven't seen him that worked up in a while. Kind of hoping it's a fox puppy, something he can shred. Look at her watching him. Find it? Keeps going back to that one spot. Where's it, Deuce? Where's it? I'm sure shit not going in there. Alright, dude. Deuce, off. Deuce, off. Let's go. Come on. Good boy. If you haven't figured it out yet from the recent videos, this is kind of my cathedral every morning. Bring the pups out here to do their thing, and this time of year in particular, sitting here as the sun comes up for the first time in the morning, the way it lights up that oak tree right there is breathtaking, to say the least. Princess, you better be careful. He's amped up a little bit. He wants to kill something. Doo-doo. Easy, baby. Calm down. Calma. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Easy. You're gonna poke somebody's eye out, shithead. So here's my strategy, or whatever you want to call it, tactic, to try to get the rabbit population back up. I've got 2 girls in this geodesic dome, and I've got 2 girls in that geodesic dome. And every other day, I use one of these safe traps and trap one of the 2, and I alternate between dome 1 and dome 2. Trap the girl, which you'll see here in a second, because they're very hungry. Even with all this green, they're really hungry. And there's 2 of them, so they compete for the food. So it's really, even though I think they both know what's about to happen, they'll do it anyway. So one of them will get trapped, and then she gets to spend the day with the buck in the buck cage over in the other pasture. And I just alternate back and forth and back and forth. So between the 4 girls, statistically, over time they should all get impregnated, and we should be swimming in rabbits again. And the other corollary to that is my next kind of bigger project is I need to put a top wire, electric wire around the top of the fence in the big pasture to keep that primarily fox out of the pasture, because I lost a lot of rabbits. I think I had I want to say I had 15 to 18. Get your butt, go get in the cage. 15 to 18, something like that. At least a dozen, but I think, let's say 15 rabbits, and I'm down to 5. So I lost 10 rabbits. Ostensibly a few of them to that juvenile eagle, if you remember from earlier videos, but then most recently, clearly there's 1 or more foxes that are jumping the fence, getting in the pasture, chasing the rabbits and eating them. So I gotta get an electric single strand. I think actually I'm gonna do 2 strands, kind of like outriggers, almost like you'd see on top of a prison fence. Fundamentally, the outside leaning wire on top of the fence to keep the predators out, and the inside wire to keep everybody in. And what that will eventually mean is Zenobia. Once she gets bigger, two things I need to contend with is her breed has a tendency to dig under fences and climb over them. So I'm gonna have to keep her from climbing out of the pasture, and you know, probably have a good year. But since I'm gonna be putting up some electric wire, might as well put 2 strands up. Girls, get your ass in the cage. I got things to do. Get in the cage. Hurry up. People waiting. Derek, turn left. All right, Big Mama. You know it. You know it's in there. Yeah. You know you want it. You know you want it, big girl. Yeah. Doink. Guess where you're going, young lady? You got a date. Your buck is waiting. Let's go. All right, buddy. I did my job. Time for you to do yours. Get to it. Buy her a drink first. Be a gentleman. Good boy. Have fun, guys. All right, so I got all the rebar pulled out of the ground. I left the 4 corners, and I'm gonna wait till it cools off a little bit. The breeze is kicked up right now. It's not bad, but as soon as that breeze dies down, hotter than shit, and those biter flies are out. So I'm gonna wait until the sun is right about there, and I'll come back out here and do a little bit more trigonometry work on these 4 corners, and set up the next revision of this. Get it done right this time. I'll tell you, if you have not seen the video I did, I think a year ago, on using the post puller tool with Prusik knot, I should have captured some video of these things. But if you can imagine how deep these things were in the ground, if there was only 18 or 15 inches above ground, all the rest of that was in the ground. You can imagine how difficult those are to get out of the ground to extract them. But with the post popper tool and using the Prusik knot technique, which again, if you search my earlier videos, you can see it. Each one of these took me about a grand total of 15 seconds to pull out. So it's one of the reasons why I was so willing to concede that the first attempt was flawed and needed to be redone. If I didn't have that tool and that technique for pulling these things out of the ground at 15 seconds each, I would not have done it. I'd have said, you know what, tough shit, it is what it is, we'll deal with it. But not the case. Have tool, will travel. All right, guys, I'll get this thing picked back up here in a little bit, a couple hours. All right, guys, one more quick update video for the day. Since I mentioned the post popper, that tool right there, with my Prusik knot technique for pulling up things like these, I use it for T-bars, and you'll see in this case rebar, which is deeply embedded in the ground. If you didn't have a tool like this, getting the stuff pulled out of the ground without bending it in particular, breaking it, or breaking your back can be difficult. You're gonna see how easy this tool is. Real quick, why is there 3 rebars stuck in that corner? Because me being a perfectionist, I spent a lot of time today trying to get things perfect, and actually had to break out trigonometry and figure out what the hell was going on. So I ended up kind of going like option A, option B, option C. That happens that the one in the middle is the keeper, and the 2 on the outside I need to yank. So I'm gonna set the post popper up. I'll run through the process real quick. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what's going on, narrate a little bit, and then we're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go grab a beer. Hang on. Now remind me not to pull the center one up. That's the keeper. Anyway, here's the post popper. It's just a leverage tool. This is a mountaineering piece of cordage. It's kind of a eye on one end, and basically it's a self-continuous loop. I've got it rolled into, you're not gonna be able to see it probably, but what's called a Prusik knot, and this is the key to this whole thing. So this thing is wedged way deep in the ground. Watch this. It's like a slip. The essence of this knot is when there's no load on it, it will completely slip. So I'll demonstrate here in a second. So it's got no load on it. I can run this thing up and down wherever I need it. So I'm gonna put on the top. Set this guy up. 3 yanks and it'll be out. 1.
Slide the knot down. 2. Slide the knot down. 3. Out. And again, reminder, don't pull. Thanks for reminding me, don't pull the center one. Alright, 1 down. And this one, you gotta close. Again, put the Prusik knot over the bar. A couple inches, square it up. First yank. As I put pressure on this, put a load on it, that knot basically just cinches like a monkey fist. Pulls it up, slide it, pull, and slide. Easy breezy. Imagine trying to pull that much rebar out of the ground without a simple leverage device like this. I love this damn thing. I use it all the time. Alright guys, that's my I think last update for the day. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you can use that technique at home, work, wherever. Keep it in mind.